Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for a presentation from Magna.
This is a mirror. But it's not only a mirror. And it's not simply a finish or a weld or a chip or a thought. It's all part of something bigger. Something which is improving how we live by changing how we move. This is the moment for everyone to know that a car doesn't use technology. A car is technology. The future is technology. And we're creating it in everything we do.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. Unfortunately, our CTO, Swami Kodagiri, came down with the flu today, and so he asked me to step in and give an update on some of the technologies that we've been working on. More than 100 years ago, Kitty Hawk was the birthplace of flight. Now, it's the name of a flying car startup funded by Google co-founder Larry Page. 3 years ago, lime was a fruit, and bird was a creature. Today, we associate those names with e-scooters and two of the world's fastest growing mobility startups. Google's affiliate Waymo began a commercial ride-sharing service, and its self-driving Pacificus last fall in Phoenix, Arizona. A few years back, we used to call it a taxi. So why am I telling you all of this? Well, because it shows how our world has changed and how our industry has changed. In fact, the automotive industry has transformed so drastically in just a few recent years that it's time that we change how we look at it and we look at our place in it. For Magna, we're leveraging more than 60 years of experience designing, developing new technologies, and striving to leave an impact on the entire mobility experience. The vehicle today does not just have the technology. The vehicle actually is technology. As a mobility technology startup made of 173,000 entrepreneurs ready for the future with our experience, our technologies, our size and scale, I assure you, no other supplier is or will be as ready to lead the new mobility landscape as Magna is today. Now, there are a lot of bold predictions about future of mobility, and we too believe that the future, at least in part, is electric and autonomous. It's also becoming evident that new ownership models and new modalities will be entering the market. All of that is leading to vehicles becoming more connected, more intuitive, safer, and smarter. That's why Magna is collaborating with the best and the brightest in the industry, with an open for business mindset that allows us to expand our reach and respond to diverse and unique technology challenges in new ways by working with universities, startups, VCs, and partners. Here, just a few highlights of our partnership portfolio with technology startups. As an example of our track record, in April of 2018, jointly with a startup called Innoviz, we've announced one of the first in the world serial production of a solid-state LiDAR with BMW. Last year, on this very stage, we've announced our partnership with Under to deliver Icon radar, the industry only fully digital imaging automotive RF sensor. And more recently, we've entered into a JV with a startup called Rohini to help pave the way for flexible micro-LED light sources to enter the mobility space in the future. And what we're here today to talk about is an update on one of such relationships. It's our partnership with Lyft, which was the industry first in early 2018 when we first announced our multi-year collaboration to jointly fund, develop, and manufacture self-driving systems. It's a great intersection between two completely different companies coming together. One brings an automotive experience, and the other brings a great network. The collaboration is designed to move the development at a faster pace, and each party brings unique capabilities. Magna, with its deep knowledge of functional safety, automotive processes and sensors and embedded systems, and Lyft, with its experience in large-scale software frameworks and vast amounts of data for modeling of traffic agents' behavior and for more efficient geofence deployment in the future. By working together, we're gaining a wider visibility into the strategy and planning. This partnership has allowed us to attract and bring on board the best and the brightest in software development, perception, localization, and planning, and the vast amount of AV data, which includes the annotation labeling of objects and scenarios, is being used for automotive stack model training and system validation. We're now in position to further utilize this data to accelerate core feature developments and products across Magna. Autonomous systems collaborations are crucial to both accelerating of the development and capturing new business opportunities. Over time, it will help proliferate access to these new technologies. Both OEMs and new mobility players that choose not to develop their own in-house solutions will be able to deploy the technology stack through Magna, in turn helping to promote and accelerate technology acceptance. Magna's core ADAS business for levels 1, 2, and 3 is focused on safety, convenience, and comfort. Full autonomous systems of level 4 and 5 are about new business models and new economic opportunities. But the foundational principles are common between both: functional safety requirements, reliability, and redundancy. Same can be said about the technologies: perception, planning, and vehicle control. Hence, our strong focus on modular and scalable technologies that allow future deployment on highly embedded systems. So, what has happened since March? We've co-located in the new facility in Palo Alto. We call it Level 5. We've grown the team to over 300 engineers. The talent that we're able to bring on board at Level 5 is instrumental in interfacing with Magna core functional teams. Cross-pollinations of ideas and technologies enable core teams to utilize some of them for the next generation of ADAS solutions. Behavior planning for Level 1, Level 2 features, such as adaptive cruise control and traffic jam assist, is one such example. In our first year of collaboration, the team has successfully achieved several critical milestones. Among those is completion of public road testing. That includes a continuous 10-week public autonomous ride-sharing with Lyft employees, in which Level 5 vehicles were utilized. The autonomous software stack and hardware kit is designed to be highly scalable. In software, in addition to perception, localization, motion planning, and motion control, the team has created both highly efficient, scalable middleware architecture and an entire new tool chain to accelerate the maturity of the stack. The same infrastructure is also used for distributed labeling and management of AV data. For the hardware stack that consists of cameras, radars, lidars, IR sensors, IMUs, high-performance compute, and customized power electronics, integration, packaging, and reliability is a very high priority. Additional purpose-designed layers of protection to prevent unwarranted intrusions are put in place for more mature deployment. The technology will take time to mature and scale, but we think our business model of collaboration offers many unique advantages. Lyft has a network with more than 1.5 million rides per day that can be leveraged for mapping, scenario collections, and accelerate the deployment. Magna has automotive expertise in manufacturing scale. Together, we're able to more efficiently specify next generation of sensors, compute silicon, and power architectures. So, where are we going with that? Lyft and Magna will continue to develop and share a jointly created IP and utilize Lyft data to improve systems. In addition, self-driving systems that will be deployed on Lyft's own ride-sharing network in coming years, Magna will have an ability to deploy the technologies across a wide range of use cases to benefit an entire global mobility ecosystem. This means both our existing level 1 to 3 ADAS business and our future level 4 to 5 AV business will benefit from all of this. Ride-sharing, micromobility, everything from taking e-scooters to travel in the last mile of big cities to drone delivery of pizzas were not part of our vision in the industry just a short time ago. But they are reshaping our world and the way we look at mobility. So how we envision future matters. It requires more than just an understanding of automotive concerns. It requires understanding of changing infrastructures of our cities and people's mobility needs. Challenges the status quo for moving goods and people and the physical environments in which the mobility takes place. Mary Anderson was a woman that invented a windshield wiper back in 1902. She patented it in 1903. But it took 19 years for that technology to become standard on a vehicle, happened to be a Cadillac. Fast forward to modern days, a European OEM was notified about a cybersecurity vulnerability, and it took them just a few weeks to identify the threat, to implement the solution across their entire fleet. In the future, the pace of innovations and technology development is accelerating, and our industry is not about to become less complex. With Lyft and other partnerships that we have established, we continue to look for better ways to accelerate technologies to automotive maturity. Thank you again for joining us today, and enjoy the rest of the week here at the Auto Show.